Hi everyone, this is Mahmoud Sheikh, and in today's video I will discuss about one of the important concepts of object-oriented programming, which is inheritance. Okay, so here I have listed down some points, and now with the help of these points we will try to understand what is this concept of inheritance. Okay, so now let us discuss the first point. Inheritance is a concept in which one class acquires the properties of another class. Okay, as we have already discussed that in object oriented programming we write the program using classes, and inside the classes we used to declare the data members. Okay, so how inheritance works. Okay, so what is the concept of inheritance? Okay, suppose we have two classes, class A and class B, and in both of these classes we have declared some data members, and some of our data members which we have declared in both of these class A and class B are same. Okay, some of the data members are same. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are repeating some of the data members in both of these classes A and B. So now this inheritance concept, what it says is, instead of you repeating some of the data members in both the classes A and B, why not inherit those data members in other class B instead of writing those data members again in class B. Okay, so what this concept of inheritance says is, earlierly when you didn't know the concept of inheritance, you used to declare the same data members in both the classes A and B. So now the concept of inheritance says no need to declare the same data members in both the classes. You just declare those data members which are same in both the classes A and B only in class A. Okay, and allow your class B to inherit the class A. When your class B inherits the class A, then it can access the attributes, or it can access the data members of class A. So by doing this we are reducing the stuff of writing the same data members again in both the classes. Now our data members which were common for both the classes A and B, now we have declared those data members only in class A, and we have allowed the class B to inherit from class A, so that class B can access those data members without writing those data members in class B. Okay, so that is what inheritance. Okay, so this concept of inheritance allows us to write the less code. Okay, so by writing the less code we can access the same data in multiple classes. Okay, so we are reusing, this is called as reusability. Okay, so we are reusing the data again and again in multiple classes. Okay, so this is what inheritance is all about. Okay, so now let us see an example. Okay, an example, a child inherits the properties of their parents. Okay, so if you look at the example of real world, a child will be having some attributes of their parents. Okay, so now child inherits the properties of their parents. So now child class becomes the subclass, and parent class now becomes the superclass. Next point, inheritance allows us to share the code and behavior that are common in multiple classes. Okay, whatever I said. Okay, so this concept allows us to share the code and its behavior that are common in multiple classes. Okay, so as I have said earlier, just few seconds back, that we had some common data members in both the classes, and those data members were common to both of these A and B. Now instead of writing those data members in both the classes, we have written those data members in only one class, and we are sharing, okay, we are reusing those data members in class B by inheriting the class A. Okay, so now the next point, using inheritance programmers can add new functionalities to existing classes without modifying the classes. Okay, so now with this concept of inheritance, programmers have find a way where they can inherit the already existing functionalities from other class instead of writing the same functionalities again and again in their class. Okay, suppose class B wants to write some functionality, and that functionality is already available in class A. So what is the need of writing the same functionality in class B? Okay, so instead of writing the same functionality, class B can inherit from class A, and the class B can automatically get access to that functionality which it wants. Okay, so with this the programmers can add new functionalities to existing classes, okay, without modifying the class. Okay, so this achieved by deriving a new class from already existing class. Okay, so now this has been achieved by deriving a new class which is B with the already existing class which is A. Okay, so this is what the concept of inheritance. Okay, so now let us see this concept with the help of this diagram. Okay, so now here you can see I have three classes. Okay, student class, and from that student class I have inherited two classes which is UG student class and PG student class. Okay, so now what are the common data members, what are the common properties of a student? Okay, a student has name, student will have age and percentage, and a student in a UG also have name, and they can have, and they will be having age, and they will have percentage, and a student from PG also will have the same set of attributes. Okay, so now these three attributes which are name, age and percentage are common for a student. So now as you can see in this diagram, since these three attributes are common to a student, whether it is UG student, PG student or a normal student, I have not written these three data members in UG student class and PG student class. I have only written these three attributes only in the student class. Okay, and from this student class I'm inheriting these attributes in UG class. Okay, and PG class. Okay, so now here in UG class I have declared only those data members which are specific to only UG class students. Number of students might be different in UG class than PG class. Okay, fees might be different in UG student than any other student. Okay, and total marks, a UG student might get some other marks than PG student. Okay, so these information is not common. The number of students, fees and total marks, this information is not common to all the other classes. Okay, so that's why I have declared this information only in UG section and in PG class. Okay, and whichever data members are common in all the classes, I have declare this information in a base class. This I can call it as a base class. Okay, from that class I'm inheriting UG student class and PG student class, and now this UG and PG student classes, apart from having their own data members, they can get access to the data members of their parent class or a base class. Okay, so now with this you can observe I have reduced the work of declaring these three data members again in this UG class and PG class. Okay, so now this is called as reusability. Okay, so I have declared these data members in only student class, and I'm using these data members in UG class as well as in PG class. Okay, so now this has increased the reusability for my program. Okay, so this is everything about inheritance concept. Okay, so this is one of the important concept, and I hope you understood completely in this video everything about inheritance concept. Okay, so that's all for this video, guys. If you like this video, click on like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.